What is up, everyone? This is Stoners with Boners, episode 7. The
Brought to you
best,
by Mentos Gum.
the best podcast in the game. We only deliver the freshest of content. Put on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mentos has sponsored us. So if you go on Mentos.com, you can use our discount code Stoners with Boners for 10% off on any Mentos gum purchase. So, but how's it going, boys?
Not too bad. Not
Just
too
chilling,
bad.
homie. Just chilling.
Second day after the election. I didn't want to say it, but I had to. Cone cried himself to sleep last night, thinking fucking Biden was gonna lose. He's a hardcore fucking Biden fan, and I actually dislike him from that. And the podcast might be ending soon. But other than that, how was
Wait,
your
you
night?
said who'd you say? You said Cohen or Hayden? Or you?
Cohen.
Cohen.
Oh.
What do you mean? You're the one that fucking cried. Remember it, dog. Are you trying to forget
did I?
Are you trying to forget your traumatic experiences?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know,
I
Cohen.
voted for Kanye.
Usually they
Um,
fucking people play in with the joke a little. You know, it's like a give and take. Like, you know, I'm trying to make a joke. Fucking at least roll with it. Because if you just don't, then I just like seem like I'm just a fucking doing
Well-
jack shit. I'm just trying to liven up the podcast.
What do you want me to say? What could I say to that?
I don't fucking know. You like fucking like a satirical remark. Whatever. Moving
I
on.
voted for Kanye. That's why.
Did you vote for Kanye?
Yeah.
I did too, honestly. I didn't want to tell anyone because I thought people would judge me, but fucking Yeezus all the way, bro. He is the next coming. Like
So
God,
You know I'm on. You know I'm on.
God literally told him to run for president, and if God is telling Kanye to run for president, I'm gonna fucking vote for him. I'm voting for God, who
Exactly.
God wants.
Period.
That is something I will stand by.
God
You hear
first.
this? That's fucking hardwood. I fucking
And
I don't
God we
know.
trust.
I don't know what that was supposed to lead to, but yeah.
And Kanye we trust.
And
Dude, he said
Yeezus.
he's running for
Trump,
20.
Not Biden, not Joe.
He's running for 2024 now.
Ooh.
People.
You
Yeah,
got my
but
vote.
it was a pretty interesting election day. Pretty interesting. Looks like Biden's gonna win,
You're right.
but
Yeah, well, I'll say it real quick. I mean, if people want to fucking know, if they get information from us right now, as we're speaking, you got to get 260 or 270 electoral votes to win.
Biden has 264.
Biden has 264, and he needs 6 more to win. Nevada is 6. So in theory, he can fucking win. I mean, like it's looking like a Biden victory, is what I mean.
It is. It is looking like a Biden victory.
Unless something fucking unless everything turns around. Because another thing happening right now, if you look at the vote, if you looked at Pennsylvania, like this morning, there was like a 600 gap between like Trump votes and Biden votes. But since all the mail-in ballots are being counted, that it's like only 2,000 now, and there's still 10% of votes left to be counted. So he might win that, but it doesn't even matter if he wins Nevada. And so that's how the election's going. Joe Biden's probably going to be our president. Trump's going to leave office after 1 term. Any thoughts on this?
I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. I guess the scary thing is you don't know what you're gonna get with Biden. You know, obviously, Trump's presidency wasn't the best. I would say he didn't help it with his mouth, but I don't know. I don't like how they blame coronavirus on Trump. Is what I should mean, because I feel like whoever was in an office at the time, like it still would have gotten as bad as it is right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want to get too deep into this, but I just want to say this, that fucking Trump is historically known on blaming other people or like fucking for shit happening. And so you would think that the leader in charge of the United States of America should be getting blame for what's happening to America. Is what I would fucking say. Obviously, you can
Right.
debate how much, but like at the end of the day, he's supposed to be the fucking leader. I don't even want to talk about coronavirus.
Yeah. But then in that case, you'd like if Obama was in office, he'd be probably in the same situation. He should be getting blamed for it. You know
Yeah,
what I
he
mean?
fucking
Like,
would. I guarantee he would.
yeah.
You know, like it's
I
not.
agree.
I'm not like, dude. You know, sometimes I
I
come
don't like
off.
how Biden's using it as an argument. How like, or using it as like political gain. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's
Like,
fucking.
I
It's
think
easy, bro.
I think it's stupid.
I mean,
Because
dude,
if he was in office, it'd still be just as bad,
well,
in my opinion.
I'd say partially, dude. He kind of has to because that's the way fucking Trump made shit happen.
That's okay. Yeah, I guess you're
Because
right.
I mean, think
let's-
about it. Because like,
I don't know enough about it to get into the details.
well, no,
but-
I'm just saying. Think about their personalities. Like, you can't really debate Trump and just spit out like fucking like be like a regular debate and fucking win. You gotta play his game to like
Right.
fucking win. And part of that is just shitting on him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it is. I feel like, but fucking.
Clown.
My thoughts on it are, fucking, I like Trump. Like, it's funny the first couple years of just Trump, but then it got to a point where it's like, you gotta like, it's like someone, like I said, someone said, and I kind of like laughed and agreed with. They're like, you know what? I'm finally fucking happy that I don't have to care about politics anymore. They're like, I don't gotta care what the fucking president is tweeting out at 4 a.m. that might fucking send us into war. And I was just like, that's fucking funny. I can get behind that. So I'll tell you what, I think after this fucking election, dude, I'm gonna stay away from politics as
Definitely.
fucking much as possible. Because
Yeah.
Donald Trump,
Unless we do some stupid shit and go to war with some
Yeah.
Middle Eastern country, then like, what the fuck are we doing?
'cause
You know what I mean?
Donald Trump was just one of those characters to where like you have to know what the fuck he's doing. Like,
Right.
you feel compelled to stay like, okay, what is this man gonna do? I mean, he did some good stuff, and he like people don't give him enough credit because he did do good fucking stuff, and it's not like the
Right.
fucking economy crashed because he didn't because people like try to blame the whole economic crash. I just didn't want to get too deep into this. I just want to say like he's just not like people shit on him way too much. I honestly think the reason he lost is because like of his fucking persona.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. But I think that should be as much as we talk about the election.
I don't know. Cohen didn't say any fucking thing.
I don't think Cohen wants to say anything about it.
I don't have much to say, to be honest, about that topic. But no, I do agree with what you just said about like the more of the reason why he lost is is because of his character. And like a lot of people don't like his character.
Yeah, you know what? I will say something interesting just to add on to this. Like, I mean, just like an interesting anecdote because Peyton was telling me last night about how like fucking more like black people and Latinos are like supporting them this year, and I was like, dude, that's no fucking way. No fucking way there's more like people supporting. But then it turns out that this is the highest non-white voter turnout for a Republican Party candidate since 1960.
Mm.
So that's fucking kind of insane. That means Trump is more popular. It has been the most popular Republican candidate with a minority since fucking whoever ran in 1960. Which was
That's actually pretty interesting.
so.
But to get off this political topic,
Yeah. Well, wait. Let's just say one thing. We all wish the best for fucking America, and I hope
Yeah.
Joe Biden does a good job. But if he does a
Yeah.
bad job, I'll be shitting on him. and half of his brain.
Sleepy Joe.
I don't think he'll live long enough for 2 terms either.
Let's hope so. That's one of those.
Speaking of stuff like that, dude, I didn't realize fucking I looked it up cuz like I was like just curious to see what the political like what the what's it called the voting maps looked like back in the day, and I looked up the voting maps for Herbert Hoover versus FDR, and they're incredibly one-sided, right? Like they were insanely one-sided for FDR.
Yeah.
There was only like 4 or 5 states that voted for Huber, which is just insane. But fucking um like I looked up that and I like I knew that fucking what's this FDR served over 8 years, you know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was like over fucking 10 years.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure
It
he
was
served 3 terms and then was elected for a fourth,
fourth.
and then died.
Yeah.
Like pretty short into it.
That's actually insane. And he died in the 60s too. So he was elected fairly young like for a
Yeah.
president.
He well the fucking I think the reason he died was because of polio. Like I mean,
Yeah, it was
if in the history books, like they always talk about it, how like he wants, since there was like no social media and stuff, like you couldn't really know like the inner workings of like people, like what they're doing in
right.
their daily life. So the only time you would see him was like when he was speaking on like whatever,
Oh yeah, and they held him up,
or like yeah
and
he would hold
he held
himself
himself up on
like
the patio,
yeah, like they're like fucking good dude. Like people, some people
so he wouldn't see
there's
weak.
criticisms, but he fucking was obviously the leader the fucking people wanted during the time to get elected fucking
Right.
4 times. It's kind of insane because he's the reason fucking there's a term limit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hitler got us out the Great Depression. Okay. That's a hilarious quote.
Who the fuck who said that?
What Connor did last night.
But yeah,
That
come
was
on,
so
you haven't talked
hilarious.
much.
It was a joke. He
Oh,
wasn't being
I could tell what
serious.
happened yesterday.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you got anything to say?
Wait, did y'all go to dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Me, Peyton, Hayden, and Connor.
No, Bailey.
No, I mean we talked about it in the chat. If someone wanted to come, they could just say, "Yo, I'm coming." So
I didn't even see.
What-
Like on the chat, but I played basketball anyways. I was at Port World, and we played like it was me, Gabriel, and Duncan, and Gabriel had I think an 1800. You know what that is?
no idea.
Alcohol. It's like 40 something percent.
Mm.
But anyways, and then we got like 3 bootleggers, and they're different flavors. They were like it was grape and peach, and those things tasted fucking good, like better than the apple one. I was like, damn. And so I downed one, like one of the whole peach ones, and then they had Gabe was like kept drinking on he downed one also, and then drank on the 1800, and then Duncan downed one too, and he took like a couple sips from the 1800. But anyways, we go to the court and we start playing, and I make this rule. I'm like, okay, every time the whoever wins each like game of 21 doesn't have to drink. The other two have to take like a chug basically of the 1800. And
That's a dumb rule. Whenever y'all have to drive home.
Wait,
well,
let him finish the story.
I'm the driver.
Let him
I'm the
finish the
driver,
story.
and
Oh, so-
I didn't lose at all. I
Yeah,
didn't
okay.
lose. And so we played like 4 games of 21. I won all of them, and they were drinking the whole time. Had them drinking, had them fucked up at the end. It was so fucking funny because like they were doing worse, and I was just kept like doing good the whole time. And then like I take him home, and I take Duncan home first, and then he was just like he was kind of fucked up, and then we like go to the end, and like we turn on just some music, and we're just like vibing out, and I told Gabe to drink the rest of the 1800, and there was like a good like 2.5 inches of like left in the big bottle, and he does it. He like gets like half of it down, like, and he like can't do it anymore. And then Duncan comes up. Duncan doesn't even drink like that, like at all. He barely drinks, and he fucking down the rest, downs the rest. I was like, dude, fuck. Like Duncan thought to be fucked up,
Oh
and
my
then
god.
and then like we're like just chilling for like 5 more minutes, and then I'm like, Duncan, you gotta get home. And this man's like, he's fucking like drunk. And he's like, I'm gonna run home. I'm gonna run home. We're like a mile down the road from his house, and it's fucking freezing. And I'm like, all right. He fucking starts take off running. He starts running, and so me and Giver just get in the car. We get in the car, start driving, and he hauled ass. That man flew down the road, and he got like 500 feet. Or like I'll say more than like 500 feet, and we caught up with him. Told him to get in the car. He's like, dude, I'm fucking cold, I'm freezing. Um, And he gets in the car. It's not even it. He gets in the car, and we're just like talking. This man is fucking hammered, dude. He is hammered. And we get to his house, and he gets out and like goes. Oh no, he's like on his phone when we're Snapchatting, and he was Snapchatting our third period like group chat, a class group chat. There's like 30 people in it. He started fucking sending video snaps of him to that chat and was like fucking talking. Like, you could tell this man is kind of drunk. And then after I drop him off and we're going home, I'm taking Gabe home. He sends a video of him like laying on in his driveway, like saying some shit, like mumbling some shit. And he's like, "I'm outside right now," and like he's like showing around him, and like he points up at the stars. He's like, I'm trying to sun gaze or stargaze or whatever." And like you could tell, like this man was fucking fucked up. He just kept sending more shit. He sent like 20 videos to the chat, and it was just pretty fucking funny, dude. Like you couldn't even understand what he was saying at one point.
Oh, it's pretty. What did other people in the chat say?
Like dude, like talking fucking like fucked up or whatever. It was funny.
Fucking
But,
That's pretty funny.
Duncan. Big Hoss. You should have
Big
let him
Hoss.
run home. He like
He ran
ends
up-
up like falling into a fucking ditch.
that was pretty fucking funny though. I didn't drink at all. Like I didn't. Oh wait, then after that, me and Gabe went to the Parkers and bought some Mike Hard lemonades, and I downed 2 with him, so he downed 2 also. Well, he downed 3, and I still have like 1 left. Trying. Cheers with the boys.
There's my water bottle. I only drink fucking healthy. Cohen, has something gotten into you with fucking alk, boy? You enjoying alcohol?
No. Not tell you. No. We do not. But bootleggers, oh my god. It's crazy because it tastes so good. Especially the grape. Oh my, it tastes like a fucking Jolly Rancher.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
It does.
I just-
You haven't tried it.
Yes, I have, bro.
You tried the fucking
Blue one.
you tried the green one. The green one's pretty good, but you have not tried the purple one.
Dude, you only need to try one to know what it's gonna fucking taste like.
I disagree.
I don't know, bro.
What I did yesterday, I worked, got off work, came home, couldn't find my card for like 30 minutes. Ended up not finding it. Payne said he paid for me, so I found it this morning, by the way. But
While I was looking for my phone.
yeah, and so me and Peyton went to dinner with Connor and Mason. We ate dinner, chatted, and then we came back to my place because they wanted to drink a little bit and watch the election. So Peyton, the only people that drank were Peyton and Connor. They drank a little bit and watched the election and stuff like that. And then basically that was like just our whole night. They left at like 10:30, and I chilled. And then I got up this morning, ran, and then
We
me
both
and Mason,
ran.
yeah, me and Mason met at all right, I picked Mason up at what is it, 8 or no, it was 9, and we went and we walked 6 miles on Hunting Island. We hiked, is what I should say, because
We
there were
trekked.
some yeah, there were some hills, there were some spots where we there were because we went on this one trail that was blocked off on one side, but you can get to it on the other side. And we started walking on it, and you can tell there were just people haven't been on there for a while because they're like there's spots in the trail where you could if you weren't really paying attention, you could venture off the trail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because the trail was getting mixed in with just the regular woods and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
this time we were smart, and Mason brought bug spray, and it was pretty good bug spray. The only thing not smart on Hayden's hand is that I didn't put any on my neck.
Do you have
And
fucking
my
bug
next-
bites?
No, I don't. They're not bad. Yeah, I haven't noticed them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the fucking bug spray definitely fucking big brain move. Fucking did not get I'm not itching at all.
Yeah.
Fucking last time, dude, we both had at least 50 bug bites in total.
Yeah. No, I definitely at least. My calves were filled with them. It was insane.
It was holy shit, dude. It's I thought they'd get fucking fucking satisfied after a couple bites. Motherfucker.
But yeah, no, it was a good little hike.
And I thought they'll get satisfied after a couple bites.
I know, yeah, fucking. You think they would? How much fucking blood can a mosquito suck?
It depends how many there are.
Yeah,
I think how many fucking like, because I mean, obviously someone has said this before, but like when a mosquito bites you, it uses that blood to make another mosquito, right? So it takes your DNA, and so basically when they have a kid, it's your DNA in it. So basically you have kids.
I'm
that are
not.
flies.
Okay, dude. I'm not saying you're fucking wrong, but that sounds like some fucking like
Weird
that,
shit.
Yeah, that just sounds like something I would need to see fucking proof to fully believe.
What do you mean?
I like how does our blood, how does
Look it up.
how does our DNA?
It's in our blood.
But like I'm saying, like how does our DNA like we're not affecting like how they are born. I think like
There we are.
well you I mean like we're the nutrients maybe. But at that same point, couldn't you say fucking?
Imagine how many kids you had.
Couldn't you say they're nutrients for us? Because think of the life cycle. A toad, a spider eats a mosquito. The frog eats a fucking mosquito, or the spider. Then the fucking snake eats a frog. Then the snake is eaten by. What eats a snake? A fucking eagle.
Ow.
Or a fish. Then a fish eats the snake.
What?
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, speaking of snakes,
let me rephrase.
based on both saw snakes today.
I don't know, but I was going to the life cycle would end up we're eating the animal that ate the animal that ate the animal that ate the fucking frog or whatever that ate the spider that ate the mosquito. So you could say we're all just made out of mosquitoes. Not, you know.
So what became how did this mosquito come to be?
It's a cycle, dude. We end up becoming mosquitoes.
So
See?
who came first? The chicken or the hen?
We slowly evolved.
Psych, hens don't have eggs. Those are males.
Okay, well I would have to say the chicken has to come. Oh no. I think the evolutionary answer to this would be since chickens are evolved from a creature, the creature that first laid a chicken that wasn't a chicken, but the egg he laid was a chicken, the egg came first. Boom.
Tough, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cause you know how evolution works is there's like you're born with like an adaptation that fucking changes you, and Cohen just walks up.
I can hear you, dummy.
How the fuck am I supposed to know? You're just fucking getting up. Cohen's cold. Chilly.
I just want to feel loved. My blanket.
Yeah, hiking's good. I fucking recommend it. You should join us one time.
We saw some snakes today. That was pretty spooky.
Some serpents in the grass.
Some fucking. The one I saw was like a couple fucking feet long.
Dude, the one I saw too was, mine was like it was like black. It's fucking weird. It was like. Mason saw like one across his trail, and the one I saw was like on the side of the trail and like went away from us.
It's giving me heebie-jeebies. Dude. Yeah, I'm not sure how much you guys use TikTok. Like, how often do you guys just like scroll on TikTok?
Like maybe a couple times a day.
Yeah, same with me. Like, if I got some fucking free time, I'll just like open it, scroll a couple times, see what's up. And like, I think TikTok is like the epitome of like our fucking generation. Because like, you know, you have like the one side TikTok that's like fucking just like, you know, like it's just like it's kind, wholesome TikToks, people just being nice. But then you got like there'll be like girls posting videos or whatever, and the whole comments are just like, they're like men, and they're like men work hard to make a living, woman just shake ass on camera, and it's like, dude, like it's clearly just like salty people getting mad. And that's just like, that's like the start. Then it gets into like shit where you're like, there's just
People
like
supposed to have TDS, tiny dick syndrome.
yeah, but then it gets to like where people are just fucking like there'll be like a video like a kid saying something they're like what a fucking retard and they'll have like hundreds of thousands of likes of just like people shitting on someone and like the comments are always funny. That's I'll give them credit. The comment like though they might be super dickheads, they're fucking creative. It's like they earn
Okay,
that
let's be
like
honest. The original comments of TikTok weren't very creative.
yeah. Every once in a while I'll send some because they're just like they're fucking ruthless.
Yeah.
My favorite shit is like whenever it's like a fat girl, it doesn't matter what the fat girl in the video is doing. The whole comment section is just like calling her a fucking whale, and you gotta think to yourself like, you gotta think to yourself. Imagine like you're this person, you just post like a video of you just like a funny little skit, and the comments are like a fucking fat piece of shit, and it's like holy shit, these people are fucking ruthless. And I'm like, it's like it's kind of funny, kind of fucked up. I love TikTok. I think it is fucking hilarious. That's just my thoughts. I fucking recommend. I don't think TikTok is a good place though. I think it is a fucking breeding ground for fucking hate. But I like hate.
Dude,
I want to see chaos.
There's like, you ever come across those pages where it's like a TikTok person, but it's obviously like like the person the person who's like running the page and stuff like that, they're obviously like special needs or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and all the comments are like they're all so nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually hate that shit. I hate how people like are just nice to autistic people because they're autistic.
Yeah, just be fucking mean to them.
No, but you know what I mean. Like you can tell when because it's like if a normal video, if a normal person did like a person like a regular just any video like an autistic person does, like they did the same video. The comments on the autistic person's video are like always super fucking nice. They're like stay strong, buddy. Like they're like you're doing God's work. This is a great video. You made my day, and shit. And then like the regular dude's video, it's like it'll make some meme like, dude, like what the fuck is on? Like what kind of shirt are you wearing, dog? It's fucking retarded. Like, yeah, it's like holy shit. It's like people just feel obligated to be nice. Instead, you should just treat them nice because they're human beings. Yeah, I said it.
That's your quote from Mason DeLon right there. Be nice.
Cohen, anything you want to talk about today? You're a third of the podcast. You should bring a third of the fucking fun.
I told a story, man. Last night after me was a little buzz, not really, but a little bit. I ate edible and did not went to bed without feeling it, woke up feeling it, delighted. It was weird.
So I mean, how was that?
It was just weird. Like it felt like the first time, but like
did it like feel like very weird waking up high as fuck?
Yes.
You like
yes,
like,
dude.
like what the fuck?
Then I'm gonna go back to sleep, and I did. I fell asleep for like another hour after waking up.
How fucking
missed any class?
No, I was like 10 minutes late, but
hey, fuck online school. There, I said it, B. Bye.
Yeah.
Mason's setting the mood behind him. He's got candles lit.
I know.
Yeah, I've been having candles lit every day. My mom bought like some pumpkin spice candles for Halloween, and I just been lighting them. Make the room smell pumpkin spicy. It's got a nice smell. I don't know. It brings a fucking atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I have a question for you, Cohen. Dude.
Yeah.
Fucking basketball tryouts.
Oh. So, mother did not let me go.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard that's a fucking L. I just wanted to say, dude,
I got the day switched too, and she was like, Yeah, I was hyped for it too.
Yeah, I tell
Last
you.
year I could do it.
Yeah, I felt anger for you, dude.
I would have went. I would have just fucking went. I would have been defiant and went.
Well, I had to get a physical still, and she has my medical card.
That's true.
That's fucking rip, dude. Something I would like to talk about, bro. Speaking of you fucking taking bootleggers, fucking edibles. Fucking this month, I started it off trying to fucking do sober November. You might be like, what does that mean exactly? Sober November. It's fucking
No
like
drugs.
sober October. Well, I'm not doing no fucking drugs, cause
That's a
as
lie. What
no,
were we doing? What were we doing yesterday?
shut the fuck up. Let me speak. Because if you let me speak, I'll fucking finish my sentence. And I don't mean I'm doing no drugs, because fucking who was saying it? Alex Jones said it. Fucking fluoride and Kanye said it. He's like, we're always getting drugs in our body. It's like there's fucking fluoride in the water. That's a fucking drug. It's like, exactly. We're all on drugs all the time. Cohen. So we can never be completely sober and not just fucking around. But yeah, I just
Right.
really what it was, I just noticed myself smoking weed a lot for the past couple fucking months. No significant breaks, maybe a week here and there. And yeah, dude, honestly, I feel like I haven't had a break in a fucking while. Maybe I have, maybe I just don't remember. But I just felt like, dude, let's try to take some time off, see how I fucking feel without weed, see if I feel any fucking different, any better. And dude, it's 4 days in, like 4.5, I'd say. Because I smoked, because I had like a little bit of dab left on the 1st of November in the morning. So I just
want no narcotics in your body, Mason.
What?
I want you to test negative for all narcotics. Narcotics.
Yeah, that ain't happening, Chief. I gotta be straight up honest with you. That ain't happening, Chief.
I haven't.
Why not?
I haven't smoked since last Saturday. Whenever Mason forced me to smoke.
Well, you know why, Cohen? Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not stopping taking it because it's negatively impacted my life. If it fucking is, I will stop. However, I'm just stopping because I fucking want to see how I feel without it. It's nothing that like I feel fucking scared about it or anything.
Me, reason why I'm taking a break, it's kind of like it helps me be less productive. And this month I'm like looking to be like pretty productive, you know what I mean? And also I have a potential job interview coming up, so
for a 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
something like that.
A more serious job.
Yeah.
That you need.
Set schedule, Monday through Friday.
I fucking will pray for you on that. You know, I don't fucking actually pray, but you know, I'll fucking pray for you.
Right.
Do either of you guys like actually pray? Cause like I know.
Yeah, I pray sometimes.
I'm not saying like that's a fucking bad thing. I was just saying like yeah, I don't fucking pray. I do meditate, which isn't praying, but I don't know.
Meditating is totally different from praying, but I guess it's like it's like I don't know. Like I don't know how they
it's
go
like a
hand
spiritual
in hand
practice.
Together. Yeah, it is like a spirit. Yeah, it's a spiritual practice, but like that the act of praying is totally different than the act of meditating.
Dude, speaking of praying, bro, I literally, dude, when I was a kid, bro, before anything fucking major, I mean like a game, a test, like going to like go somewhere like important, I'd fucking be like, God, dude, I'd literally be like this. I'd be like, please, dude, like, let me do good today. Just let me like fucking do good. And I was like, Jesus, you too, man. I fucking love you, man. I was like, I hope you're with me. Like, I'd literally say that. I'd be like, you too, Jesus. I'm not forgetting you. Like fucking 9-year-old Mason trying to like fucking like get good luck wished upon me on my fucking like math test.
Right. But it's not luck, man. It's faith. That's where you went wrong. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, fucking your 9-year-old self was so fucking did not practice religion properly. Fuck. I've sinned.
You ever seen those videos of like the radical like fucking preachers who have like will force this shit upon their kids and they'll be like, oh, my son's like the youngest preacher ever and shit like that, and really he was just kept on like he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He was just reading fucking verbatim from the Bible and screaming at people.
Yeah, for a second, for a second they were talking about like the evangelicals or whatever. They're like, give me $20 and I shall kill your cancer, and they'll like come up
That shit's so
and they'll be like, nah, yeah, that shit's the funniest because like. So I forget who it was. I think it's like Jerry Goldstein or whatever. Let me fucking look it up real quick.
Speaking of religion, I got a Holy Bible sitting right here. Let me open up to a page real quick and read it to the podcast because everybody can use a little little Jesus sometimes. Let's do Isaiah 57:1. The blessed death of the righteous. The righteous perish, and no man layeth it to heart. And merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteousness is taken away from the evil to come. I'll be real with you. The wording of that is hella confusing. Didn't really understand.
What do you think the forbidden fruit was?
A mango.
It's a fucking apple, isn't it?
What if it was a mushroom?
But doesn't it say it's an apple?
No, but what if it was a mushroom?
I mean, that's not a fruit though.
Yeah, what do you mean? What do they call the top of the mushroom?
It's a fungi.
They call it a fruit. It's the fruit of the top of it is called a fruit. Look it up.
So you're saying it's a certain type of mushroom they took too?
Yeah.
He's saying it's shroom. He's what he's saying. Okay.
Yeah, I know what he's fucking saying. I'm just like.
But let's be honest.
It.
Like it must have been. I guess mushrooms were different back in the day. But
What do you mean? No.
But like, okay,
but
if you see you can't like if you see a shroom, right? Like you obviously can compare it to an apple, like or like some type of other fruit. Like it's obviously like not something you'd want to eat. You know what I mean? Okay, it doesn't look good.
I don't think this would be a proper Stoners with Boners podcast if we didn't fucking do some LSD fucking background information stream. So I'll fucking.
I think about it, the burning bush.
Yeah, well, I'll get there. Give me a second. I'll fucking.
That's interesting. That takes interesting.
Let me just say this real quick. Fucking shrooms have historically, scientifically been proven to be used for fucking thousands of years. I mean, so recently, because it's a kind of it's not like a super research area because psychedelics aren't really looked upon nicely in like the research community, like the archaeologist community. They're not like they don't like it's just known that they don't like to talk about shit like that. But this one dude, he spent his life doing this shit, like trying to like find the connections between it, and like he's found like objects. I mean, like literal like thousands of year old, like from the Roman Empire, and like fucking these vases and shit. Like they would make wine, like alcohol, and in it they would fucking add like spices and shit, and a lot of the spices they added were like psychedelic mushrooms. So they would they found traces of like fucking psychedelic mushrooms in these fucking things from like Romans, and like I mean it's like all across fucking like
Europe,
like the Roman Empire, like any like thing like. So they even found some of shit like because Rome was such a big empire that like its culture spread like even to places like Spain, which like like they didn't really have a lot of control over, but like they found like Roman like architecture and shit, and they found like a fucking cup that like and like when they did like the geological like, but I don't know what it's called, but like where like they can see how old something is and they can see like what it was in it, and like they found like fucking like psychedelics in it. So fucking psychedelics have been around forever, and obviously the fungi now, the psychedelic mushrooms now might not have been the same mushrooms back then. They might have evolved in some ways, but like they would still have like the same psychedelic properties, I would assume. And so
Right.
fucking, I think it's very interesting. I never thought about that actually, Cohen, about the forbidden fruit being fucking shrooms. That's interesting.
It could be, yeah.
But I just wanted like to say that like fucking, because like dude, I honestly believe that the fucking like, because a lot of people try to act like it's like this huge like worldwide conspiracy to like make psychedelics illegal. Honestly, I think it's just fucking governments not wanting fucking a bunch of people to take shrooms and fucking like become radicalized on some shit, like, and just have some crazy ideas, because it can do that to you. And
Yeah.
some people are like, but people are like, it's because it'll fucking open your mind and realize that like
The
you're
good
being
tussle.
brainwashed in society. It's like, okay, a little, but like society is fucking brainwashing, bro. Like that's what society is supposed to do. Like it's brainwashing in a good way, because it brainwashes you to follow the rules, and so everyone can live like a good fucking life, and have the little fucking like TVs and fucking shit, and just have like that's what it's supposed to do. Because if everyone in the fucking if everyone in society didn't fucking like society, it would fucking flip on its head, and we'd be in fucking anarchy, and going back to like fucking primitive
That doesn't
times.
sound too bad.
Right.
Dude, I've said it before, bro. When anyone tries to bring up the fact that like you're lucky to be alive in this era, motherfucker, dude, fucking cavemen, hunters and gatherers had it fucking easy. They had one of the most relaxed lifestyles of all time, bro. You would go out, kill some food, fucking eat some food, and then relax. Not a bad life if you
Until you
ask
gotta do it
me.
again.
Dude, I don't think that's relaxed. I think you know how much pressure it is to fucking if
No,
you don't bring home food.
but to think about it then, because like back then it wasn't like, it also wasn't fucking like we were
You're eating once a week, if that.
yeah, like that, but then also it's like the fucking food, like there was a lot more wildlife, and it was not like now
Yeah.
to where like it's hard, like it's like certain areas were just filled with fucking like animals, just like, you know what I mean? Like you hear the stories about like I mean, I don't want to like,
Packs on packs of buffalo.
yeah, fucking that's a good one. Fucking the buffalo jumps and shit. Like there's hundreds of buffaloes. It's
Right.
like there's easily like we just be because fucking expanding the human population and like where we live has just killed a lot of animals.
Right.
So like I mean there was just a lot more shit to eat and fruits. So
Yeah.
just something to think about.
Makes sense.
I'm not sure where we were talking about. We would think we're going to talk about the burning bush.
Yeah. Oh well, I was gonna say, like you know what the burning bush? It's part of the, um, like it's said, because the way they said it, it's part of the acacia family, and the bush that they think it's called, I forgot what it's called, the name of the bush, but like it's stems or whatever has the same chemical as LSD, and it probably was burnt. It was like set on fire, and it burned like the chemical causing like the LSD to be exposed, like exposing LSD. And so I was it Moses, who saw the burning bush, but he must have like like whatever inhaled it, ingested it somehow, and that's why he was seeing it constantly be burning and it was talking to God. It was because of the LSD.
Dude, taking LSD and meditation, like you're just about like God and like what heaven is, I'll give you Mason's take on it. Obviously, this is to solidify. I'm not saying this like what I like believe, but like if you were to ask me like what do I think is heaven, I think that like everything in the fucking universe is connected. Because I mean, like if you want to believe that like someone made it, like they all fucking like we're all connected because one person made it, and it's like a string of just like, if you think about like how complex everything is, it's just like it's so complex and it's like so intricate that like you want to say someone made it, whatever, I don't care. but like everything's connected. And then so when you die, and I think also this goes along, your consciousness just goes into like, well, what AKA heaven, whatever you want to consider like the next level of consciousness. Like I think it's just like you enter the next level of consciousness, which is like you connect with a universal consciousness, which is like everyone. So like,
Right.
and see, like I kind of think this goes along with fucking heaven, because when you think about heaven, it's like the afterlife where everyone comes together and like comes as one. But like when you think about like what, like your body isn't going up there. It's just like your soul, your mind, or whatever. And so
Yeah.
when I
It's
think about
crazy
it,
too because it says that in the Bible too. How like when you go up to heaven, you will everybody will have their own like everybody you won't look the same. It says
You.
that like you won't look the same
Yeah.
as you did,
You won't know anybody.
and it said you wouldn't recognize anybody else
Yeah.
either,
yeah. So
like appearance wise. So well, if there is no like necessarily appearance
see,
per
yes, that's what
se.
I was saying, dude. Like just it's just like the combined consciousness of everyone and everything. Because some people like this is you can get contentious on this. Like I'm not sure how you guys believe, because like I believe other animals have consciousness. They just have a different kind of consciousness. Because
Like
like
a level of it.
yeah, like a certain level. Because it's like you look at wolves, and it's like I think because wolves are a prime example of just like they live in packs. There's a fucking alpha male, and that like everyone knows who the alpha male is. They fucking like they'll do certain shit for the alpha male. The beta males do certain shit, and they just know. And like they'll like communicate. Then dolphins can communicate. Like so, certainly they have some level of awareness.
Crows.
Crows, yeah. And so it's like you can debate like whether like how complex that consciousness is, but I still think that like there's a certain level of consciousness. It's just that like when you're when you take LSD, like would you say like you're like a normal human? Like you're like in a different level of consciousness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's like you're not, because it's like that's a whole out of the body experience. Is like your consciousness, like that's what ego death is like you become like like you start thinking of everyone like as like a whole instead of like separate, and like you lose the
Yeah.
ego, which like makes you, because like if people say like the human consciousness is like the self-awareness of knowing like this is who I am, like this is
Right.
who you
Right.
are, like you're self-aware of like what's going on. I don't know if I'm really making too much sense, but I was just making a rant about like consciousness and like
Yeah.
the afterlife, because I also like I said, I read like one of the holy like Hindu books, and like it really like it just had like so many parallels to where like the shit they just said might be different, but like I feel like the way they described afterlife was just like so fucking similar to like Christianity afterlife. It's just that like there might be some slight differences, but at the end of the day, it just seems so similar. And then like I'll watch like a TV show, and their take on afterlife or whatever. It's just like so similar. And then my own experience with LSD and meditation is just like it makes me come to the conclusion that like if I were to believe in something, it'd be like it's just like when we die, we go into like the collective consciousness, which is like heaven, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's an interesting take.
Interesting take, yeah. That's just my take.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No fucking response, bro. Like yeah, continue the conversation. Fucking. But shit on me if you don't believe. I fucking I want to I want to talk.
I don't agree with you. It's just like it's hard to like not agree with you on this, because it's like it's such a topic where like nobody knows the answer to it. You know
Well, I
what I
mean,
mean?
you could just
Like I can't.
you could just speak for yourself.
Like, dude, for myself, I personally don't know. I'd like to think that, like, there's a heaven, there's a hell, and then like I don't know. Part of me part of me like would want to think I could like see my loved ones and shit like that, but like the Bible says, like you won't like, you know what I mean, you won't recognize anybody. And then what you were just saying, like it ties into that a little bit, like, you know, it's like it just becomes like a perspective, a viewpoint, you know what I mean?
Well, it
And
said like, and it said you won't have any emotions. Like you like you won't be sad because like you know obviously if you see something like a loved one, you'll be sad in some degree.
yeah.
Like and so like I don't know. I
Yo,
don't know.
it's interesting that you said it because kind of like when you like when someone like because you know like with this the association like is like a mental disorder where people will like they'll go like they feel like they're like not in their body and like the shit they do like they just have no control over and they just like do like they'll do their normal routine but they feel like they're not living in their body.
Right.
And I feel like that's kind of like that because it's like they'll do shit, they'll talk to people, but it's like deep inside, they feel like they're not connected at all, and they're not or like feeling anything.
Right.
And I think that's interesting because it's like that could like because like
Derealization.
dissociation,
Oh.
like that's kind of what like LSD is too, where like you know like I think you said it like where you felt like you were like floating like out like you were like outside your body,
Right.
and like I don't know. I think it's really interesting to talk about like just like the different levels of consciousness because like think about it. When you're on LSD, you're in a different level of consciousness than when you're awake. And then when you're
Yeah.
asleep, what like you're still conscious while you're asleep. Like what is a dream? Like what is like it's interesting. I don't know.
And then like subconscious, like your subconscious.
Subconscious, yeah.
That's even weird. Like especially when you do things without even like realizing you did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just something I've been thinking about is just how like I'm not sure how well like how detailed you guys remember your childhood. Like if I try to think about shit, I'll remember it, but like I can't really like. Can you remember how you felt like as a sixth grader or
Yeah.
as like a fourth
No.
grader? And so like
Not
I'm
really.
always trying to wonder like how did like these experiences in my like previous in my life affect me? How does it affect me today? It's interesting to think about because it's like that's what your subconscious would like. You subconsciously like hold on to like if you were constantly fucking like abused by your mother when you were like 5 years old, it might affect the way you fucking treat
Right.
relationships, and it's just interesting to think about how like that shit carries on without you even knowing.
Right. That is, yeah. Like I can't really, yeah, I'm with you. Like I can't remember like what 7-year-old Hayden was like. His mindset was. You know what I mean? I like, did I have any goals? Like what was Hayden's plans at 7 years old?
It's so weird to think, dude, because I remember like you would drive in the car, I would drive in the car with my family, and like if you told like 10-year-old Mason to like fucking plot out the neighborhood, I could probably only tell you a couple fucking roads. Like, but
Yeah,
like I
same.
couldn't tell you like the town. But like today, like it's because it's like you're not even aware of it or whatever. But like today, it's like you know I could easily like I could probably like give you I could probably like write out a map, like a decent map of fucking Beaufort and like shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like you could be like maybe not like every single fucking road, but you could like
the
take
main
this.
roads.
Yeah, you could like fucking do a detail. But like if you ask like even I remember like going to Hunting Island in like seventh grade for like a vacation, like before we moved here, because my dad just wanted to show us like Beaufort, because he lived here for like 4 months before we moved back down here,
Yeah,
and he took us here, and we went to the dock at Hunting Island, you know where it connects to Fripp.
yeah,
Like we walked in that dock, and I remember taking photos and just thinking like, damn, this place is just so like this is just like such an exotic place.
right.
But like now I fucking live here and it's just like it's just normal. And it's like
Yeah,
if you ask me like where like if you ask me like hey Mason like
You
when
not
like
experience that again?
no if you ask me like while I was on that talk like where are
Shrooms.
you I would have no fucking clue. I'd be like I have no idea like where I am in correlation to like Beaufort the town or whatever. But today,
Right.
if you ask me, like, yeah, I know where the fuck I am. And so
Yeah.
it's just interesting to think about. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like at the same time, I guess it's like the the more you're around, like you're in a certain area, you know what I mean? Like the more you start like paying attention to like what's around it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also like at the same time you're getting older too, and like as a kid, like you know what I mean? Like you don't have the mental capacity to like think like into that much detail. Like oh like fucking like I wonder how I got here. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
how like but like as you get older you start like you know you start to think like you know like you start to like you know take pictures in your mind and like you know remember places and stuff like that, and you start to like understand how you got there and stuff like that, and then like obviously you get to a point to where you have to drive yourself, you know what I mean, and then
Yeah.
like it's just like it's obviously just like a growing up and getting smarter thing if you think about it.
Fucking gotta love the human brain, boy.
Yeah,
Full of complexities.
Do you
exactly.
like do you like learn how to remember, or does it like naturally come to be?
I think it's just naturally.
Yeah, you don't.
You just naturally pick up on shit.
I don't know how you could teach someone how to remember, or how you can be taught how to remember something. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you can be taught to remember better.
Well, I heard something where it's
You can learn lessons to where you can remember better, but
I heard something that like I'm not sure that I can explain it well, but it's like
I think I know what you're talking about.
a person. I don't. You might not. A person cannot teach you something. You are the person that teaches yourself. Like
right.
someone can't tell you something and like you absorb that information. You have to like
To
you
pick
have
it
Think about it.
yourself.
you have to understand it for your fucking self.
Yeah.
Like obviously like they help you learn it, but it's like you're the one that's like
Responsible for
that
actually
like
learning it.
actually like comprehending what the fuck's going on.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck that was connecting to. I just
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like if you think about teachers, you know what I mean? Like like teachers say that all the fucking time, you know? Like I can show you how to do this shit, but like it's up to you whether you want to learn it or not, you know what I mean?
yeah
And if you want to learn it, you're going to put in the work, you're going to do the schoolwork, you're going to practice it, you know what I mean? But so like honestly, if you think about it, we've been like we were taught that shit all through high school, you know?
yeah
And probably middle school too, but elementary school, you know what I mean? I don't remember what the fuck I was learning in elementary school.
dude.
It was just all basic.
I remember learning like multiplication, division, and being like, holy fuck, this is a big step.
Yeah, yeah.
This is huge. 9 times 9 equals 81. How the fuck am I supposed to remember that?
8 times 8 is 64.
Yeah, there's like easy ones. You're like, what's 3 times 3? That's fucking 9, obviously. And then it's like,
Yeah.
what's
5
9?
times 5.
It's like, what's 11 times 10? Or like, what's 11 times 12? And you're like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
You're getting to double digit numbers there. I don't know.
Slow down there, bucko. I'm only 10.
Fucking this is fucking multiplication, not goddamn trigonometry. No, I'm kidding.
Dude, I think a fucking horrible thing. This is a little rant. I was fucking in it quick. American education, garbage. Fucking. Let me tell you, Mason's math history in high school. So I took algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, and prob and stat. Okay, let's go. Algebra 1 teacher. He fucking left. He left the semester after the first semester. So for my class, I had no real teacher. Everything was online. I had to do it myself or whatever. Shit, had no teacher. Had to teach algebra 1 to myself with like no guidance or help. Then I get geometry. I get this meek teacher that like is a fucking bitch and like can't stand up to the class and like gets over talked to, and he doesn't even know how to fucking teach geometry because
I know you're
he's a
talking about.
fucking English major. Then we get algebra 2. Good guy. I love Mr. Swindler. Probably one of my favorite teachers. But he was a new teacher. He had a math degree and then got a teaching license. So like, there's two ways to become a teacher. One is to become you get a teaching, like you major as like in education, and then like you pick a subject you want to specialize in, or you get a degree in like a certain subject and you get a teaching license, and that like it's like basically a class that teaches you how to teach, but it's not as in depth.
Right.
And that's what he did. And so he just wasn't as good of a teacher. He maybe taught for like 1 year before that. Good guy, but just just not the best teacher someone needs when they're trying to learn algebra 2. Like he needed more fucking polishing on his work. Plus the class was rowdy. Then fucking 4th year, I get prob and stat. This teacher talked more about his hot life than he did teach the fucking class. I don't know how many times I heard him say, "I have the hottest wife in the world." I'll never forget this, bro. Think about it, dude. We're a bunch of like 17-year-olds. Some are 18, some are even 16, and he's talking about how like, yeah, when I was in Japan for the Navy, when I would get paid, I would have so much money that like it wouldn't fit in my pockets. It's like, okay, dude, like shut the like are you really trying to flex on some fucking like 17-year-olds who are like fucking taking a prob and stat class in high school? It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. And then he was talking about like,
Tony, no I'm kidding.
and then he was talking about like how he was in Mensa, which is like a group for like people with high IQ.
Oh my, what a fucking.
He was just like a fucking. I hated that dude. I don't want to say I hated him because like I think he had like good intentions, but like he just like he was like very braggadocious and didn't really teach all too much.
Yeah. Dude, that guy just sounds fucking full of himself. I didn't have him because he left like as soon as I took his class. And then we got the teacher you had for geometry.
Carol.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, he wasn't very good. In all my years of math though, the class I learned the most about math in was probably 10th grade geometry. Like I did pretty well in that class. Like, I don't know, I was pretty good at geometry. What were you saying?
Oh, I was I have a fucking photo on my door, or a sticker of Mr. Carroll. I forget I don't even know who made them. All I remember is Bailey showed me the photo, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll buy a couple." And I bought a couple, and I gave them to like some friends, and I put one on my door. So Mr. Carroll, I look up to you, dog.
See dog. And then you got Swin Dog in 11th grade.
He always
Coolest teacher I ever had.
Dude, Mr. Carroll just always looked like he wanted to kill himself.
Dude, you know, like, dude, Swindler's class though, that class was a class, man. Dude, he like just the people in that class were characters, you know what I mean? And he was a character. Like
yeah, because he was young.
Yeah.
And
it just went hand in hand, man. I want to say he's young. He's like in his mid-30s.
Yeah, well, no, I feel like there's like two types of teachers, or like younger teachers. You get the teachers that are like, I want to be like this uptight, like I will like try to teach my students because I love teaching, and like I want to try my hardest to teach. And it's like, they're usually the teachers that are nice, but like they're like they're not like super chummy with like, they're not like super like, you don't look back and like, damn, that was a cool teacher. But then you got the teachers who are like, I like teaching, and it's like, but I'm also gonna infuse my own personality within the class, and like, I'm gonna make it like, because I feel like that's the best kind of class teachers, where like part of the class is like their their character, and how like they say stuff, and how they present ideas, and how they make you like want to engage with the class because they're just like a cool person.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, that was Swindler, man. Swindler was just the guy's a character, man. But I love him. I can't say that about a lot of teachers, but I can say that about Swindler.
I think another teacher that I liked a lot, Cohen's taking him right now, fucking Mr. Dixon, my debate teacher, legendary class. What a legend. Bald menace.
Ball miss. What?
Is he not bald?
What about your
No,
what about your sophomore year college English teacher?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have English this year.
Not English, Spanish teacher.
Dude, you know what's actually kind of fucking bullshit about this? So I got kicked out of the class. Withdrawn. It's a W. That means like it won't affect my transcript. It's just like it doesn't do anything. However, for some reason I am still in the class on Blackboard and haven't been removed. And I get fucking emails from the teacher about shit. And it's like such a slap in the face when I'm like, oh, I got to email my student account. And this my Spanish teacher like, oh, here's a reminder, take test 3, guys. And it's like, fuck you, bitch. Why are you sending me emails about test 3 when you kicked me out of your fucking class? It's like, whatever, though.
You should email me like test 3 piece of fucking cake.
How good did I do on test 3? Fucking.
What did I get again? What did I get again?
Connor, I had a question to ask you, bro.
Yeah.
Because me and Hayden were talking about, just like the dichotomy of the struggle of like wanting to be lazy and indulge in your own fucking desires, like playing games, fucking laying, like, just like resting, sleeping in late, fucking, just like normal, like shit that like is like not productive versus being productive, like working out, going to work, doing schoolwork, and just like, how do you find your balance in life with that, Cohen? As a person that has school,
I don't.
working out, work, girlfriend, friends, past hobbies.
I don't know. There's not a balance.
Do you ever feel overwhelmed?
Yes.
Do you ever
Today.
do you ever sleep? Do you ever go at the end of the day and you go to sleep and you're like, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do.
Every day.
Damn. I feel that, not every day, but I definitely feel that on some days. And I was honestly, I was talking to
And
Cody.
it's like that's one reason why I go to sleep so late is because like I don't want the next day to come.
I get that. And yeah, I will admit, dude, I talked to Kobe about it. I was like, dude, it's like me and you honestly are just fucking privileged. Like we get to go to college. We don't have to worry about fucking like working and doing school, which is something that like I don't think I said enough to my parents, but like I truly am grateful for like the fucking like for like what I'm given. And sometimes I feel like a dickhead because how teenagers in general can just be like dickheads to their parents without realizing.
Right.
So sometimes I feel like I'm not as appreciative as I should be, but I don't know. I was just bringing up the topic because fucking recently I just been I've been trying to fucking increase because I got classes going on. I have like 14 hours. It's like that's like the usual schedule for a student. I want to work out. I want to run. I want to fucking play games. I want to hang out with friends. This is all more indulgent than Cohen's fucking. Cohen has the more harsh, fucking not fun lifestyle, or according to my view, to where like you fucking wake up, do school, then you go to fucking work, and then you gotta like choose between like, am I gonna hang out with friends today? Am I gonna talk to my girlfriend? Am I gonna hang out with my girlfriend today? Am I gonna fucking just like chill? Do you ever chill, Cohen? Do you ever you got like free time? You're like, I'm not fucking doing anything. I'm just gonna like chill.
Recently, no.
Do you like chilling?
That's what I was thinking about doing today, but I didn't.
Do you like chilling?
Yeah, but then I feel unproductive
Dude, I
because I
feel
could be doing homework or whatever during that same time. Like I'd rather be out with like spending time with other people and not be doing schoolwork than be not doing nothing and not doing schoolwork.
you know I agree with that. I definitely me personally I have like I was always in the back of my mind when I'm doing something that like I'm like, dude, I should be doing this. Like I should be doing that. But like I think something that helped me fucking not think about that is fucking weed. Which is why sometimes it can make you unproductive. It's just because like you're like, fuck it. Like I'm
Yeah.
high, I don't care, like whatever.
Yeah.
But
I
like
agree.
that's why you just gotta know when to smoke. But like I don't know what I was going to.
I smoked today and then yesterday I ate the edible and drank and then on Sunday I smoked.
Yeah, no, I definitely think people like you like I can smoke weed and do work. It's just like it's easier not to do work and smoke. But you know,
Right.
I was but like you know productivity and you know me and my dad clash heads against this like what is productivity? And honestly, what I came to the conclusion is that being productive is something that is subjective to each person. And like because I said it like this, the analogy I made was like if you're a fucking neuroscience, if like you, me and you, like if we fucking spent 6 hours a day reading about like psychology and how the brain works, it wouldn't really be productive to our life, right? Like most people be like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, why are you doing a bunch of like research on like fucking neuroscience?" But for a fucking person who is majoring in neuroscience, spending that time would be productive. So I see it as like what constitutes
Priorities.
yeah what constitutes as productivity is what your priorities are. Like if you're accomplishing your priorities, then you're being productive. So if your priority is to like obviously like there's sometimes where there can be bad priorities where like oh my priority is to fucking play 12 hours of video games a day. But like that's where you also have to find the balance of like just a life where you have to like balance fucking like school, relationships, hobbies, work, etc. And you just got to find that balance of like what's more important on the priority list and making sure to stay productive you check off the fucking highest things on your priority list first.
Hmm.
I agree.
Cuz
I do
I
agree.
cuz I said this. I was like I
Mm.
don't find going on TikTok to be unproductive cuz I view it as you know, I got 10 minutes of free time. During this 10 minutes of free time, I'll fucking hop on TikTok
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what I'll do for those 10 minutes and I feel fine as long as I'm doing the other shit I need to do.
I agree.
Obviously there's times where that just doesn't happen and you overindulge in like fucking like being lazy or like sometimes you honestly you can overindulge in like fucking working cuz I mean like there's a classic case of like burnout where like you put so much fucking effort into something and work and you just like
Get sick of it.
you get sick of it and you mentally start to fall apart because like you're not taking the time to like relax. Had any thoughts?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Because you're someone that
Um,
fucking works a lot.
yeah, but I think I have the problem with like what like it's hard for me to be productive when I'm not working, and that's what I've been trying to fix lately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with running and stuff like
Well,
that, and just getting out.
can I ask you a question? Is it because it's like you work and then you're like I done my productivity for the day?
It's not that. It's just like I work and like, dude, I want to do like my own thing for the next like few hours. You know what I mean? Before I have to go
Yeah.
to sleep and wake back up and go to work again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I think.
Yeah. I you know some people say to like make you can make your hobbies productive.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
can,
what I've been trying to do. Like that's why like I've been trying to get into running. Like I want it to be a hobby, like other than like a chore, you know.
yeah, no,
And
definitely,
like I think
That's
you've done
that.
a really good.
I was like
I think
with that same thinking, like that's what that like now if I were to get into sports would be different than I was like in like middle school or whatever, is because like now I'm working on to like better myself, like
yeah,
make myself better as like whatever a player. Say you did football, like say you do basketball, say you're like a point guard. It's like instead of like in middle school, you're like just like, oh, the practices suck. Let me just do this just to do the drill or whatever. You're not really thinking much of it, just like to do it or whatever. But like now, I would be thinking of like, what else am I gonna do? Like, if I do this move? What is going to be the counter to the move? And just be working on that move in like in the
yeah,
practice or whatever.
yeah.
And you're working on just like perfecting,
yeah,
and you're just trying to get stuff out of it instead of just doing it.
right.
I know exactly what you mean. Do you ever get the feeling of like where you really want to you really want to put the time into something, and like you really just want to spend a lot of time into it, but like you just like you can't because you have to do other shit, and
Yes, yeah, all the time.
you're like I wish I could just have a month where I don't have to fucking worry about anything but like that
Yeah,
one thing.
you definitely.
Because sometimes I get like
But
that.
the world doesn't work like that, and you know what I mean.
You got it, yeah,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, dude.
Keep on
Society,
keeping on.
we live in the society.
Yeah,
I gotta get up at 6 tomorrow to go work out.
I
For
do too.
school.
I work at 8:30 tomorrow, so I'm trying to get up. I got an alarm set at 5, but like the goal is to get out of bed at 6. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you set an alarm early, an hour early, so you can get out of bed. You know what I mean? That's
get
what I
your
do.
mind worried that you're gonna miss or
Yeah.
like panicked. But yeah,
Yeah, something I do is I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck I was about to say. I had no idea. What I wanted to say is, you know, I did the work. I did the work grind while also doing school, while also running. And I remember during that time, I didn't play like any League of Legends. I didn't fucking. I didn't do much shit. All basically my life consisted of like fucking hanging out with friends, fucking like watching like YouTube TV,
Yeah. No,
fucking
yeah.
working
When
and
dude, when
running
I think
in
back to
school.
my last 2 years of high school, I think of like my most productive years. You know what I mean? Like I was working, going to school. I had girlfriends the majority of the time. You know what I mean? Like I was always like doing something other than just sitting around. You know what I mean? Like I didn't play a lot of video games.
Yeah, but the thing is too though, is I think about the times I'm like school like. Well, I try to like I sometimes I say school is productive, but like let's be real, bro. Like half the time during school, bro, like that's literally when I watch the most movies.
Yeah.
That's when I would
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. I was a little unproductive during school.
Like but like it's so easy to be unproductive but still get like good grades.
Yeah. Yeah. In
Uh,
fucking American school. Yeah.
Especially depending on the class. Obviously, there's some classes where you actually gotta like fucking listen,
Yeah.
or like the teacher's a fucking narc and it's like,
And then like there's some classes where you get someone interested in, you know what I mean, where
yeah,
you want to like listen to it, you know what I mean.
yeah.
And like there's a couple of them. I like my last 2 years of high school, I enjoyed English class. I don't know, I liked reading the short stories or the books that we were reading in them, you know what I mean. I enjoyed those classes. And then like one year I enjoyed math class. I always enjoyed the physical, like the health classes that I took, because I took those throughout my whole high school career. I always enjoyed those. I
I
don't
think
know, there's just certain classes you just like,
if
certain classes you got stuff out of.
if I had to rank my top five favorite like classes I took in high school, like subject, no order, debate class, psychology, keyboard, PE2. PE2 was literally just basketball. It literally was just basketball every fucking day. That was basically just like an hour 20 workout a day. And then fifth, I don't know. Yeah, animation was good as fuck. I felt animation was fun as fuck. I remember when I finished my final animation, because what happened was, like, we had like 4 big animations we had to make. One was like a whiteboard animation. The second one was like a something more like something else, and the third one was like more complex, and then the fourth one was like even more complex. And I combined my third and fourth one together, and even today, dude, I'll watch it every once in a while. I'm like, damn, that was a good animation. I feel fucking good about that.
Yeah. Dude, I remember walking into fucking high school freshman year thinking like, God damn, this place is giant. And then by the end of my high school career, I was like, man, this is a fucking small ass high school.
Dude, I'll fucking send the video to you if you want to see it.
Yeah, I know the animation you're talking about. I've seen it like 30 times.
No, you fucking haven't, bro.
I swear to God, I've seen this animation like 30 times, Mason.
It is a fucking classic. I'm watching it right now, dude. Oh, dude, like, it's funny because it's like wall animated.
Bro, you know how close Nevada is? Like the percentage of votes?
Yeah, no, it's pretty close.
49.3 to 48.7.
Yeah. It's definitely close, but a lot of people are thinking it's just mail-in ballots that will bring what's his name? Biden to win.
Biden. Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not like completely sure. Dude, I'm about to send the fucking thing to the group chat to you guys so you can enjoy this animation. Fuck you. You can watch it if you want. But I can't send it, never mind. Oh, it's so good, bro.
I believe we're pretty far into this episode.
We're hour 20. Do you want to end it at hour 20? I could keep going, honestly. It's up to you guys.
Cohen guy, get up early.
Hayden, do too.
Cohen said like 2 fucking words this podcast, but I respect it. Cohen at least was here and attentive, I will admit.
He told a story.
He told a story. He engaged in some conversations, but next time, Cohen, I want you to be the host of the podcast.
I got you.
I want you to come in to have some idea topics, and I want you to host it.
This is kind of like a light podcast, like compared to like the one we're coming off last week, which I feel like was a pretty strong podcast. You know what I mean?
What do you mean a light podcast? This was a good podcast.
Yeah, it was a good podcast, but like you know what I mean. It wasn't like last week's, obviously.
I think I would say this one was better than last week's.
You think so?
Because I would say the one before was more like a personal podcast.
Right.
This one we talked personal shit, but we also talked about like just broad shit in general.
Real shit, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
we did talk about some good topics.
Because sometimes that's what I try to.
At one point, I read the Bible.
Yeah, because sometimes I find that like I want to talk about like our daily life, but I also want to make it applicable to like anyone listening, to where they could listen to it and be like, and they're not like feeling like they have to know me to understand what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right.
And they can just they can just hear what I'm saying and be like, oh yeah, I agree with that. Like obviously, like once in a while you'll just tell a story, you just want to tell it because I do the same. But that's just something I try to like, I think about the podcast.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
But we can wrap it up. It's been an hour 20. It's been a good podcast. Any final thoughts, Cohen? Any?
Drugs are not cool.
No, I disagree. Hayden, any final thoughts?
Don't forget to beat your peep before you go to bed tonight. No,
okay, real question, boys. Before we end the podcast, this will be the final question. Do you wipe your ass from the back or front?
The back.
Yeah, the back.
I wipe mine from the front. I go back to front.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I got like under the scrotum, back to front.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that, but
no, because I just say that because fucking on the H3 podcast they ask everyone the same question. And
Little
like
sissy.
people it's like people legit like differ. So I just thought I'd ask. But
Definitely
yep,
different from the back.
yep, boys, that was a good podcast. We'll see you next time.
Adios, muchachos.